Bring it out. First we go. Cut them up, cut them up, cut them up. There we go. Build them up, build them up. Yeah, there we go. Break them down, break them down, break them down. There we go. Bring it out, bring it out, bring it out, bring it out. Cut them up, cut them up, cut them up. There we go. Build them up, build them up, build them up. There we go. Break them down, break them down, break them down, break them down. Bring it out, bring it out, bring it out, bring it out.
Man, you look cool off, man. Man's are weed.
If you don't know me, I stay with them OGs. RSRAELITE, chosen seed. Original gods, so bright that you can't even see me. When I open my view, bonded like I got a mouth full of gold teeth. We cut them up, then we let them know. Building them up, they go wild and show. And then good, we ain't no more. We stomped his ass right through the flow. 12 tries, I'm calling out. Yelling repent with a big shot. Time to realize that you've been sodomized with all the lies. First we go. Cut them up, cut them up, cut them up. There we go. Build them up, build them up. Yeah, there we go. Break them down, break them down, break them down. There we go.
Put the clothing on your back. What does the tag say on that on the clothing on your back? What does the tag say? What is it made of?
Probably China.
Say it again.
Probably China through the outsourcing.
There you go. He said probably China. The majority of our clothes are not made by African Americans, so-called, or blacks, or Hispanics. It's made by the other nations.
Right.
Chinese, made by what? In Taiwan, in Japan.
Right.
The Most High God says, for food, for thirst, and for nakedness, you're gonna have to go to your enemies. That's a curse proving that we are the Israelites. All right, go ahead.
And in want of all things.
So in the want of all things, no matter what you want, bruh, you gotta go to your enemies for it, all right? The clothing on your back.
Right.
If you want an apartment to stay in, you gotta go to your enemies.
Right.
If you want religion or education, you gotta go to your enemies.
Right.
If you want a job to pay your bills, you gotta go to your enemies.
Right.
They own everything, all right? You gotta go to them for everything. So you gotta come back to keeping the laws of God. Hey sis, how you doing, sis? Let me ask you a question. What's your nationality? Let me ask you a simple question. What's your nationality, sis? And what have you been taught? You say you're Israelite. Why you say that? Why are you saying that? Because you see yourself here?
I watch YouTube.
Say it again?
I watch y'all on YouTube.
You watch us on YouTube. I'll praise to the Most High, sis. All right. So you know you're an Israelite, right? What does it mean to be an Israelite? Does that just mean, okay, I know I'm an Israelite, I'm going to continue to do what I do, I'm going to go about my everyday life, I'm going to get the kingdom because I'm an Israelite. What does that mean? What do you have to do now? Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 4. Because understand, you have a responsibility. You have a responsibility, sis. You are above every other nation upon the planet.
That's right.
You say you've been watching, so you know that, right? Let me show you something. What's your name, sis? Say it again. Shantae, all right? I'm Anathiah, all right? I'm going to show you something like this. Just hold on for a second. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12.
All right, this is what God says about the Israelites. Go ahead.
And now, Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
Hey sis, Chantel, the Most High God says, now Israel. Now that you know that you're Israel, because as you see, a lot of our people don't know that. That's precious in the eyesight of the Most High God. The Most High God says that's a precious thing for you to know who you are according to the Bible, all right? It's true nationality. So he says, now Israel, go ahead.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Sis, he said, what is required of you? How do you know you're Israel? You got to fear God, all right? Go ahead.
To walk in all his ways.
You got to walk in his ways, all right? You hear that, girl? You got to walk in the ways of the Most High God. Go ahead.
And to love him. And to serve the Lord thy God.
Hey, sis Chantel, you love God? You say you love God? All right, go ahead.
With all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So let's see, what does that mean? Go ahead.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
Hey, sis, now that you know you Israel, you got to come back to keeping God's commandments. Deuteronomy 22 verse 5. Let's get a commandment for you, sis, as you walk off. We're going to teach our people the laws of God, all right? We're in captivity because we broke God's laws.
That's right.
We have to go to work every day, serve at a 9 to 5, slave because we broke God's laws.
Right.
It's not supposed to be this way.
Right.
We're not supposed to be in the lowest state that we're in.
Right.
We're supposed to be above every nation on the planet.
That's right.
God says you're not going to get out of this condition until you come back to keeping my laws, all right? Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
So this is for all the sisters out here. All you black, Hispanic, and Native American women. What does the Most High God say? Let's get that law. Read.
The woman
So the woman. We're speaking to the woman, the black and Hispanic, the Israelite woman. Go ahead.
shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a
You
man.
hear that, sis? The Most High God says you're not supposed to do what, Rita?
Neither shall a man,
Read that from the top again.
the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a
Let me
man.
ask you something, sis. What do women wear that pertain to a man? Let me ask y'all sisters. What do women today wear that belongs to a man? Say it again.
Nothing.
You said nothing. All right, let's see. What pertains to a man? It's talking about pants, all right? The women that wear pants, that's what the Most High God is talking about. So let's get that example. It says that belongs to the man. What did the Most High God give the man to wear? Read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 42.
Now, look, understand, the true prophets of God, they're going to tell you something and they're going to back it up with the scriptures according to the Bible. The Most High God says, speak my oracles, all right? So everything that I say, sis, I got to prove it according to the Bible. I'm going to prove it, all right? What's your name, sis? You said Marie? You said, why did I call you sis? What you say? Because we are actually kin according to the Bible.
That's
The
right.
blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are one nation of people. We just haven't been taught that. We were divided after slavery, and we've been taught you are a Haitian. You are Native American Indian. Exactly. You are African American. But look, hey sis, hey, listen to me. We've been taught these different names, right? But in all actuality, in reality, we are the true people of God. We are all one nation of people. We've been taught different names, different languages, and different nationalities to separate us, all right? So now, hey sis, listen up. Go ahead, read that.
Exodus chapter 28 and verse 42. And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness. From the loins even unto the thighs they shall reach.
Right? So the Most High God says to the Israelite men, you were given the pants, all right? So there's no such thing as I wear the pants in the house for women. The Most High God was speaking to the Israelite men. The men were given the pants, all right, to cover up their nakedness. Now let's get Deuteronomy 22 and 5 again. We're speaking to the black, Hispanic, and Native American women, all right? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Listen to this, sis. Go ahead.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So the women are not supposed to wear pants, all right? That's an abomination to God. He says you're not supposed to be wearing pants. Go ahead. What do you say for the men?
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So the Most High God says, the men, you're not supposed to be wearing what pertains to women. All right? How would you feel if you seen a man walking up and down these streets in a dress, in a skirt, with high heels on? You would look crazy. You'd be like, that's something strange about that, right? So the Most High God says, on the other hand, the women are not supposed to be wearing pants. Pants belong to the men, all right? All right, so now, Brother Darren, let me ask you a question. What law did I bring out recently that you are in the midst of breaking right now? Something on the Sabbath day, right? So do you believe God? Let's get James chapter 1 verse 22. You believe God, bro?
I believe in a sense of God.
So again, step forward, bro. You say you believe in a sense of God, all right? What does that mean? Because understand, we're not here to break you down. We're not here to try to bash you. We are here because we love our people. We are here because we try to edify our people and get them to understand that they're in the midst of sin. And the only way we're going to get out of this condition is by coming to the laws of God, all right? So now what we're going to do, bro, we're going to continue to show you love, all right? So now, once again, get Leviticus chapter 19 verse 17. Hold what you got. Say that again. What you said about God. You say you believe in God?
Yeah, I believe that God is a true spirit, not a man.
So you said God is a spirit and not a man.
spirit and not a man.
All right, do you believe in the Bible?
I don't believe in man niggas.
You said God is a spirit and he's not a man, right?
Yeah.
Daniel 7:9, you know what I want. So, okay, God is a spirit and not a man. That's why you don't believe in
I believe in God. I love God.
All right, you love God? All right, we're going to see. All right, stay around for a second, bud. We're going to show you how to love God. So Brother Darren says he believes that God is a spirit and not a man. All right, read that.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
So the Ancient of Days, who is that, Darren? Who is the Ancient of Days? It's saying the Ancient of Days meaning he has no beginning, he has no end. So what is that talking about?
He's infinite. He's omnipotent.
Right.
Everywhere and all the time.
Exactly.
That's why I don't believe he's a man, because no man can be everywhere all the time.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Read on.
Whose garment was white as snow.
Brother Darren, before we go on, do you believe in the Bible? Say it again.
Yeah.
You say in a sense, yes, all right? So in order to find out about God, where do you have to go? To the Bible, all right? So we're going to go in the Bible and see if God is a spirit or to see if God is a man, all right? Go ahead, read on.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
So it says the Ancient of Days, mean the Most High God, he did what? He sat on the throne, all right? Whenever you read about a man sitting on the throne, it's talking about God. All right, go ahead.
His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire.
Go ahead.
A fiery stream issued.
Read it from the top again. We missed the point. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 9.
All right, you really listening, Dad? Go ahead.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
So it says the Ancient of Days did sit. Brother Darren, in order to sit, what do you have to have?
What?
You have to have a butt, right? Buttocks, all right? Go ahead.
Whose garment was white as snow.
In order to have a garment on your body, what do you have to have? I just said it. You have to have a body, right? So you got buttocks, you got a body, all right? Go ahead.
And the hair of his head.
So he has a head, he has a body, and he has buttocks, all right? And now he has what? Read that part again.
And the hair of his head.
Now it's going to describe the hair that's on his head that's attached to his body. Go ahead.
Like the pure wool.
What kind of hair does the Most High God have?
Like the pure wool.
So the Most High God has hair like wool. What people on earth today has hair like wool?
Everybody out here.
Everybody out here who are what?
The original citizen man.
Right. What are we called today? African American, black people, right? So what does that mean about God?
It means God is a black man.
Exactly.
And in a sense, he's every black man, right?
God is a black man according to the Bible.
That's right.
You just said it. God is a black man according to the Bible.
Right.
So now,
how many
we gonna
black men
prove
in the world,
that. We gonna prove that. All right, go to Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. Because you said God is a spirit, right? He's not a man. Read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
The Lord is a man of war.
He said what?
The Lord is a man of war.
He said he's a man of war. Get Genesis 1 verse 27.
Bring it out.
He said he's a man of war. Who is that talking about? God, right? God, the same man that has a body with a garment on it, the same man that has buttocks to sit on the throne, the same man that has hair that looks just like yours. He's a black man, all right?
That's right.
A man of war. Read that.
Genesis chapter 1 and verse 27. So God created man.
So God himself, he did what?
Created man.
So God created man, go ahead.
In his own image.
So God created man in his own image. All right, so Brother Darren, if the Most High God was a spirit and he created man in his own image, then how could that make sense? You see what I'm saying? If he created man in his image, then what does that mean? That means that we look just like the Most High God.
That's
We
right.
have a head, we have 2 arms, we have 2 feet,
Right.
we got 2 legs.
Right.
The Most High God is a man, all right? That's what it's talking about. Do you understand that?
That's every man, right?
Say it again.
So the Most High God is every man,
You
right?
said it's the Most High God, every man?
Yeah, because everybody got a head, hair like wool, a body with garments on. So every one of us out here is God, right?
You trying to say that every one of us is God?
Are we created in the image of God?
Yes, we are.
So therefore, we necessarily have the potential to possess the power that He does.
Okay, the Most High God. We are the gods of the earth. You're correct.
Yes,
The Israelite man, we are the gods of the earth. Understand that.
Right.
But now, Brother Darren, what does that mean? After we know that we the gods of the earth, what does that mean? All right? Does that mean that we go about our everyday life? Oh, I'm a God. I'm a God. I'm a God. Respect me. What does that mean? What do we do now? How do we act like gods?
Well, that's one thing, because I want to bring up that point earlier when you said it.
Yes, sir. Bring it out.
Since that we were supposed to be known, you told us that we were known, that we had chosen, God chose people.
Right.
The Bible says that there are signs that we have to be our enemies, servants and things.
Deuteronomy 28. We just read that. Go ahead.
I've also heard that you got to let the enemy be thy footstool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how do we as a people come together and rise above and overturn those things that we've been oppressed by?
Excellent question. Excellent question. Let's get Leviticus chapter 26. All right. I'm gonna show you something because you asked the most important question.
And then when you talk about buying the food, okay, how do we come together? How do we possess that power where we can commune like the people that we work, that we are truly?
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I got you.
And get our own grocery stores and things of that nature. How do we do that?
Okay.
How do we overcome our oppression? Because that's what I'm always.
This is the answer right here. I'm gonna give you the answer because one thing that's different from the prophets of God, we're gonna answer you according to the Bible.
That's right.
Any question you got, we're gonna give you an answer. All right. So now, Brother Darren says, how do we get out of this oppression that we in? Right. That's how you want to know. What's the answer? This is how we get out of the oppression. Leviticus 26. Let's get verse 40.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 40. If they shall confess their iniquity.
Hey, stay with me, Darren. He says, if they. Who is it talking about? Y'all sisters listening? Who are we talking about right now? Who is the Bible talking about? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are the Israelites, right? So he says, read that part again.
If they shall.
So stop right there. If they. Who is the they? The Israelites. If they, meaning we, all right, go ahead.
Shall confess their iniquity.
If we confess our iniquity, all right? Question, for those that go to church, that have been to church their whole life, what is iniquity? What does that mean? It says sin. What is sin? Iniquity is sin, right? So he says, if they, the Israelites, confess their iniquity, their sin, what is sin? Because in order to confess it, we got to know what it is, right? What is sin?
You know?
All right, let's get it. I'm going to show you because a lot of people might say sin is something bad. I stepped on the brother's shoe, that's sin. See what I'm saying? I made a mistake and bumped into the brother, that's sin. No, the Most High God explains exactly what sin is. Read that.
Bring it out.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4.
Hey, make sure the sister got a flyer right there. All right, go ahead.
Whosoever committed sin.
So whosoever of the nation of Israel commits sin, go ahead.
Right.
Transgresseth also the law.
He says they transgress the law. Go ahead. What is sin?
For sin is the transgression of the law.
What's your name, brother? Say it again. Winslow? Eslo. So now, based on that scripture that we just read, what is sin? Read it again.
1 John chapter 3 verse 4. Whosoever committed sin.
So whosoever commits is in the act of sin. Go ahead.
Transgressing also the law.
Go ahead.
For sin.
Go ahead.
Is the transgression of the law.
What is sin? So sin is sin. Sin is when you break God's laws.
That's right.
God gave the nation of Israel laws to keep, to govern their lives, to live by. So he says that if you break or go against those laws, you don't do what he told you to do, that's sin according to the Bible. When you break the laws of God, all right? So now let's get Leviticus 26. Listen up, Darren, because remember, you said, how do we get out of this condition, right? What is sin again? Brother Darren, what's sin? You break God's commandments, all right? Go ahead. Now let's bring it on home. Read that.
Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 40. If they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers.
So if they, the Israelites, confess their sins, all right, go ahead.
With their trespass, which they trespassed against me, and that also they have walked contrary unto me.
That we walked contrary, we went against God, Darren. God told us to do this, do that. Keep my commandments. Keep my Sabbath day holy. Don't buy and sell on my Sabbath day, all right? He says to keep my laws, and we broke those laws, all right? Go ahead.
And that I also have walked contrary unto them.
Go ahead.
and have brought them into the land of their enemies.
So because we broke God's laws, he did what?
Brought them into the land of their enemies.
So, could you hold this sign up for me? He says that he brought us into the land of our enemies. Darren, you with me? So because we sinned, we broke God's laws, he delivered us to the land of our enemy. What is that talking about? The land of our enemy.
I guess our current state where we are being both.
Exactly right. The Most High God says, because you didn't do what I told you to do, I caused your enemies to come against you, and they was going to bring you over here to America to serve in slavery. Slavery is in the Bible. That's Bible prophecy. So for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who went through slavery, God says, you are the people that broke my laws. All right, go ahead.
If then their uncircumcised hearts be humble, and they then accept of the punishment of their iniquities.
So, Brother Darren, the Most High God says, if we acknowledge that we sinned and we broke his laws, and that we did what? Read that part again.
And if their uncircumcised hearts be humble, and then they accept of the punishment of their iniquity.
The Most High God, Darren, the Most High God says this is punishment, bro. This is punishment. You got to get up and go to work every day. That's punishment. You have to pay bills every single month. That's punishment.
Well, some people do it, some people don't.
Right. I'm going to show you. Remember, he's speaking to who?
I'm talking about black. There's some successful black people that.
Oh, okay. But do they still pay bills?
They pay bills.
Right? Okay, they might have it a little easier, but are they still in the same, are they still in the condition that the majority of the nation is in? The majority of the nation of Israel is in captivity. Yeah, they may have a little more money, but they still are considered cursed as the rest of the nation of Israel. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to show you something as well. Read that. Get the book of Amos chapter 3. Get the book of Amos chapter 3, all right? Verse 1. So that the whole point of the matter is, the Most High God says we have to understand who we are, Darren. We got to understand that we the Israelites according to the Bible, and that we got to come back to keeping his laws. That's how we got out of this condition. Why do you think we out here? We out here to teach our people the laws of God, because we trying to go home. We ain't trying to be here our whole life. We ain't trying to be here from generation to generation. We want to get out of this condition, all right? But we only going to do that by keeping God's laws.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.